This is Psychoeducation series about psychosocial support in COVID-19. There will be 5 episodes in total, so you can get better understanding about how to manage yourself and to support others during these outbreaks. Let me introduce myself. I am Dewi Adinentias, a clinical psychologist in LIBERA INSANI. This is the 5th episode, the last one of the series. Previously, we learned about the stress and its coping, and then how to deal to your negative emotion, and then how to practice a simple technique to manage stress at home, and also how to construct a positive mindset. In this episode, we will learn about how to give support and care for yourself and for others. First of all, you need to remember that we are not a virus. You are not a virus. Another person also not a virus. 1. What if I tested positive for COVID-19? What should I do? Being diagnosed with a certain disease must have an effect for your mental health, as it will be perceived as a stressor. Give yourself a space to acknowledge and be aware of the emotions and thoughts that you have. It is a normal reaction to feel sad, to feel worried or afraid, or being confused about what to do to deal with it. But calm yourself and then think about what you can do.
What are emotions and how do they work? Emotions are often feared and avoided because they are so painful. So why focus on emotions? Because emotions give you important information and tell you whether things are going your way. Emotions help you to survive by providing an efficient, automatic way of responding rapidly to important situations. Emotions help you to relate to other people and the expectations and demands of life. Emotions tell you what you need. When you know what you need, you can take action to meet those needs. Emotions also communicate what you feel. You learned your emotional reactions through experience. All your negative experiences can turn into a big, black, and scary feeling inside. You learned many of your emotional reactions long ago. Your black shadow will therefore sometimes resemble a person who hurt you in the past. But your emotional experience and reactions can always be changed or altered. First, you need to know something about what your emotions are. You have different basic emotions, some of which arouse you and some that calm you down. These are shame, fear, sadness, anger, disgust, happiness, and surprise or interest. You have more unpleasant emotions than pleasant ones. That means you often suffer quite a lot, but that's because the unpleasant emotions help you survive. Feelings also tend to be more unpleasant if you fight them. If you allow them to be there, they become less unpleasant. You can experience and express many different feelings, like feeling hopeless, irritated, anxious, excited, lonely, embarrassed, suspicious, content, and so on. These feelings all arise from your basic emotions. For instance, feeling suspicious springs from fear. and feeling lonely springs from sadness. And then it gets complicated. Emotions do not always provide you and your surroundings with good information. Sometimes you fake emotions to get what you want. At other times, you cover up your real emotions with other emotions. If you act like this, when you really feel like this, and your need is compassion and comfort, you will instead drive people away. If you or someone around you is supportive, patient, and curious enough to try to understand you, you might realize that you are sad and then get what you need to heal your painful emotion. At other times again, your real emotions are messed up and make a lot of trouble for you. If you were scared a lot when you were a child, you might grow up having a core feeling of being afraid. You might overprotect yourself so that no one can hurt you ever again. Everyone who was hurt badly as a child has a deep need to feel safe and a desire for someone to love them and connect with them, and heavy protection doesn't give you this. You can tell or show someone you trust that you are afraid. You can welcome the feeling of being afraid and listen to it, instead of ignoring it and covering it up. And the fear will then become more manageable. You can also change fear by means of self-compassion and assertive anger. You can stand up for yourself without driving people away. You can handle criticism, even if it hurts. You can take the chance and let people in, even if you're afraid of getting hurt again. You feel and function better when you're aware of and deal with your real emotions, even if they're painful. Your real emotions help you to get what you really need, both from yourself and others. You feel and function better when your real emotions are fresh and new, instead of stuck old feelings. You can trust your emotions if doing so gives you what you need. Stuck and misguiding emotions can change if you learn to attend to your emotions, are curious and patient with your own emotions, talk about and show your real emotions, learn to accept having different emotions, and change emotions with emotions. And all of this is easier to do with the empathy and support of another person.
These are steps how to stay calm. 1. Create a virtual basket emotion. A basket contains all your emotion. You can open this virtual basket for 30 minutes to an hour during the day. After that, close the basket and then move to the next step. And then the next step is you can choose emotional focus coping that you feel comfortable with. You can do belly breathing exercise or progressive muscles relaxation. You can also listen to music that you like or having an afternoon walk. And then the next step, you must follow the healthcare guidance. Now, we come to a checkpoint. Take a note of your reaction and action. What are in your virtual basket? What did you do for your emotional focus coping? And also, how was your compliance to the healthcare guideline? 2. Empathy for friends and family. What if they are tested positive for COVID-19?
At its core, empathy is a very complicated human emotion. According to the Encyclopedia of Social Psychology, it's defined as understanding another person's experiences by putting yourself in their place. In other words, empathy is your ability to stand in someone else's shoes, to see the world from their perspective. But the interesting thing about empathy is that almost everyone can feel it. Most people experience shades of empathy on a daily basis. You'll empathize with a mailman walking around on a hot day. You'll empathize with a mother struggling with her toddler in the grocery store. We've all had experiences like these, so in one way or another, we've all practiced empathy.
How to build empathy for people who tested positive for COVID-19. You can show compassion and practice kindness. You can show it by giving them a call or text or video call or help them with the grocery shopping. It is also helpful if you create a communication through active listening. Create a connection by non-judging communication. Give positive response and listen to their concerns. And then, educate yourself and stay informed. Sometimes, the source of anxiety is because of the lack of information. Keep up-to-date information from healthcare team, especially about prevention, how to protect yourself and family from being infected. The only way to be able to show empathy is to put yourself in someone else's. Answer this question. How I like to be treated if I tested positive for COVID-19? How does it feel to you if people avoid you? Or if you are discriminated by your neighbors? Or if you heard negative comments or rumors about yourself related to your condition? Checkpoint. It is important to show care and connected via daily call or text. Protect your family and yourself by following prevention guidelines. Prejudice toward people with COVID-19 will affect their mental health. Let's spread hope. Remain optimistic by filtering information or news and express grateful for little things that you have. And then stay engaged to activities by doing your hobbies, create a project, and do exercise. You can also keep connected with others by giving necessary help to them. Check in neighbors, engage with family members or friends in your accommodation area. It is also helpful if you find positive meaning and sense of purpose in each situation, in which you create your own mission for you and for your situation. And then have a sense of accomplishment when you can done specific simple tasks and short-term goals such as 15 minutes exercise per day. Praise yourself for that. So start with yourself. How optimistic are you? We have reached the end of Psychosocial Support for COVID-19 series. Thank you for watching and paying attention for the videos. I hope you can find them helpful and useful for you and for people surrounds you. It will be meaningful if you practice all the tips every day. Bye for now.